Hey, this is Derrik Jordan. Welcome to the World Fusion Show, where we bring you the leading innovators in world fusion music. Today, my guests are the Fula brothers, and that we are joined by Walter Strauss and Mamadou Sidibé, and they are wonderful musicians. I'm sure you'll enjoy them very much as I do. Welcome, Walter and Mamadou, to the World Fusion Show.
Hey, brother.
Yeah, hey, thank you.
Hey guys, it's so great to have you here. It's really wonderful. I just love your music. It's a great blend. You really have a great connection and collaboration, I think, which you've been doing for a long time. So you're a perfect fit for the show. So I wanted to start off by asking you a little bit about where you grew up. Mamadou, I know you're from Mali. And
Yes.
Walter, you're from the U.S. So why don't we start with you, Mamadou?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I grew out of Mali, West Africa, South Mali, Wasulu. I grew out of there. And I grew out in small town called Koflache. And big city called Yamfuila. That's where I come from.
So we'll get more into your background a little later. Walter, let me know what happened to you growing up.
Well, I started in Wyoming in the middle of absolutely nowhere, and then grew up most of the time in Pennsylvania. Lived in New England in my late teens, early 20s. Kind of in the rich musical times that were at hand there with folk music and rock music, and got interested in music from different parts of the world more in my, around age 20, something like that.
Mm. That's really great. Now we're going to go right to our first video. And why don't you tell us a little bit about this beautiful song?
You want me to talk about it, Madhu?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Ayantalo, which in Bambara, which is the main language of Mali, which is Mamadou's language, means all come together. So it's like a gathering. It's a gathering tune. And this is with the trio.
Yeah, you have a percussionist as well joining you on this, right?
You got it.
Who's really wonderful, too.
Si, signora.
All right, let's go to the video right now.
Mm-hmm.
boli no ye jamala. Ayakalo. Beni denye boye jamala. Ayakalo. Beni boli no ye jamala. Ayakalo. Beni denye moye jamala. Ayakalo. Beni tulunge no ye jamala. Ayena. Ayakalo.
We are back from that wonderful, wonderful song. And I wanted to ask Mamadou a little bit to share with us about your tradition and your very special instrument that you play, the kamale ngoni, and how you really helped to develop that instrument from the earlier version, the dusengoni.
Yeah. Yes, this is my play called kamale ngoni. Before Kamalenkwane, we have a Dosunkoni. Doso me hunter. When I started learning this instrument, not for everybody can play, because before just a hunter ceremony, he have to do that. After that, no more. So when I started learn first for the Dosunkoni. I learned the Dosunkoni myself first, and after Kamalenkwane, I learned Kamalenkwane. So Kamalenkwane, we do a lot of fight for change, because hunter want to keep traditionally, don't want to change. So I got a lot of problem for that, because like a small time I grew up, we have just one koni, just one instrument when I learn. So when we started playing Kamalenkwane, coming popular, people very happy, young people, women, everybody feel good. Hunter said, no, stop. So I keep it do, because this is like my destiny, I can stop myself. I keep it do. I have a problem, but I don't stop. I keep it do. And like my dream come real. When I got it, I feel like, okay, if I do fight for this instrument development for everybody, so now I feel share more in the people in the world. And the second one, I want to make this instrument, how I can make this instrument, two instruments different. Because when I learn Dosunkoni, just a 6-string 5 note, and I said, okay, I'm gonna put more string myself. And when I put more string myself, I don't hear anybody have it. I don't see anybody have it. I feel myself. Because if I put 2 string, how can I make it different? When I said that, some people talk about me, say, oh, Mama, do you look like a kora? I say, but I like it. But when he play, he will like, he say, oh, wow, sound very good, sound different, because he can have 2 extra bass. And after I keep it change, 6, 8 string, 2 10 string, 10 string, 2 12 string. One I have it now, this is 14 string. I think you can hear when I play.
Yeah,
that's what I do.
Well, it's so great. And I think it's so great that you expanded the instrument, and it's certainly caught on, because there's a lot of people playing the kamale ngoni now. I think you were really instrumental in
that's my dream. I want to be like that.
And you did. I think you did.
Yeah.
So, Walter, could you introduce the next video for us, please?
Sure. Yeah, this is Dunuya. And this song, very interesting. It's the polyrhythm in it, which is so central to West African music, and I think too, particularly the area where Mamadou is from in Wassalu, a certain kind of polyrhythm, where you feel 4 beats to the measure and 60 beats to the measure. For us gringos over here, Mamadou doesn't think in those terms, but it's very apparent, and you can feel the song either way, and it's pretty special that way. It's kind of a heavy tune. Dunuya means I don't trust the world, so in a way it's kind of a modern blues song.
Yeah, thank you. Fantastic. Let's go to the video right now.
ne mala dunia la alolo mo vagaju oya serala nengo ne mala dunia la munela ne mala dunia la alolo ya vagaju oya serala. Wazola woluma dunuya lom adunuya yoni nege fama bali fama ya wazola woluma dunuya lom adunuya yoni nege wiyala wolore ni de wazola woluma dunuya lom adunuya yoni nege mala dunia la wolore ni de wazola woluma dunia la adunia ye balnege mala dunia la. Yada ikana wazo yada ikana wazo aikala dunia nege biala.
All right, we are back again with the Fula brothers and Walter and Mamadou. And Walter, I wanted to just ask you a little bit about and expand a little more on what you were saying about what it's like to be an American, to try and wrap your brain around this West African music.
Yeah, very interesting. In a way, it's really more wrap your body around the music. In West Africa and in America, we feel rhythm differently. We don't define it the same way. So, like I think I said before, Mamadou doesn't have measures. He doesn't have measures of 4 and measures of 6 that overlap. For him, it's really one thing. I watch his foot sometime to understand when we're introducing a new song to one another, to understand how he's feeling. I can see how his foot is tapping. And sometimes it's tapping in 4, sometimes it's tapping in 6 to the same motif. And they're one thing really for him. For me, not so. You know, I come from the West where that is not the case. So there's a stretch that I have to do that's taken me years. I started playing with West Africans, playing with kora player, Mamadou Diabate, a great kora player, and later with Sidiki Diabate. But the West African feel for rhythm, I had to start to get my mind and my body around. And I think it's true for Mamadou too. There's a stretch my way, particularly harmonically. We have to stretch into each other's to feel things the way the other person feels them. To the degree that we're able to do that, but I think it's special. It makes a sort of new it expands our consciousness as a musician, and I think it when they meld together to create something brand new, which is beautiful. You know, a combination of the heart of culture that comes out through rhythm and through music. So super special.
Absolutely. It's really very special. So Mamadou, we're going to go to our next video. I wanted to ask you to introduce this, please.
Gina Foley means my language, Bambara. Foley like a rhythm. So Jin like a spell. Gina, Jin. We call it Gina, and I think in English you call it Gina, right? Jin. So Gina Foley, because when you listen to this rhythm, you can feel. When I play this rhythm myself, especially when I play myself, I can feel. I have something with me. I have something with me. I don't see, right? I don't see. I feel. And when we play live, I ask people like that too. When we play this song, you're gonna tell me how you feel. When you play this song, you're gonna see something with you. That's a gene, because I think a gene it live with us in the world, but we don't see. We don't see that. But it's we together. So that's why this song, I feel like a gene, and I call it Gina Foley. Gina Foley means gene rhythm.
Okay, that's great. Let's go to the video right now.
Okay.
It's the World Fusion Show, and we've got our special guest today, the Fula brothers, with Walter and Mamadou. So we're going to go to our next video. This is a tune called Gypsy Dish. Walter, you want to let us know what this one is about?
Sure, yeah. This is an instrumental tune, and I have a pretty serious interest in Spanish guitar. It kind of starts off in up that avenue. You'll hear that. And Mamadou does this song to me is very cool because Mamadou's part, what he does for his basic accompaniment, what our music consists of in general is somebody's holding down an accompaniment, somebody is soloing. Somebody else holding down. It's a conversation between people soloing and trading off and things. And when Mamadou's playing his accompaniment on the first section of this tune, which is more Spanish leaning, his part is very African, but it works so beautifully with the Spanish leanings of the rest of the tune. And then we go into a section where I'm playing a guitar part that is a bit like a Kamale Ngoni. You'll hear that, and then Mamadou will go off and solo on it, and very much in the heart of the West African feel. So it's a real mix. This song's a real fusion of styles.
It is. It's really wonderful. Let's check this out right now. we are back with Walter Strauss and Mamadou Sidibe from the Fula brothers. I just want to thank you guys so much for coming on the show today and sharing your beautiful music with our audience.
Our pleasure, man. Thanks for having us.
We thank you too. We're very happy to do with you.
Thank you so much. Take care, guys.
Yes, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, this is Derrik Jordan. Thank you so much for joining us today on the World Fusion Show. And it was great to have you. We've got lots more fantastic shows coming. And please follow us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, and, let's spread this music all over the planet. I just want to thank our wonderful sponsors, Mackenzie Family Charitable Trust, Chris Pratt, Nancy Feinberg, and Ron Dance for your generous support. And remember, like we always say on the show, think globally, listen locally, and support independent music.